Hey guys, welcome to the JoeJaguar show. Okay, fall is just upon us, which means Christmas time is coming up very soon. Now you might be thinking, hold on a second, still not quite winter or Christmas time. Yes, but I know lots of people that they actually start their Christmas shopping at sometimes October, mid-October or something, because there's so many kids and family and siblings and family to buy for that they actually have to start very early. If you just have a couple gifts to buy, you'll probably do it in December. But that's how my family goes because it's so large. Some of us have to start pretty early. So just in case there are people out there that are going to start in October, I don't want to be posting this in December and then they've already made a purchase and maybe they made a bad purchase. Anyway, this video is what not to buy, the junky, telescopes, what not to buy, because every year people make the wrong decisions. They buy the wrong telescopes. Maybe they're on a budget and the budget that they're at isn't enough to buy a decent quality one. Now guys, I'm not talking about some of the stuff I have that is like in the thousands or the several hundreds. I'm still talking about a decent one. If your budget is between 200 and 300, you could buy a decent starting telescope. Problem is, if you have a budget up to $50, it's basically garbage. 50 to 100, it's still basically like a toy. And then you get into, maybe 100 to 150, it's just below par. It's still not quite good enough. It's, you can start to find stuff maybe at that $200 range to the $300 is where you're going to find at least some decent quality entry level stuff. So again, I'm hoping this is going to be good for those people that don't go out, buy the wrong stuff, and then they're going to be frustrated. They're going to lose, they're going to lose interest in the hobby. They're going to resell it for half or three quarters because it's a toy, basically. Maybe those kind, only the moon will look good. Anyway, so that's the purpose of this video. So hope you guys enjoy it and find good information. And hopefully I get to some of those people before they make a mistake. And in case you guys are thinking of getting a gift for yourself, your spouse, family, cousins, whoever, and you have even a budget of up to about $100, don't. Get a couple other family members to go in with you and try to, go at least to that $200 range, to that $300 range, then you're gonna buy some decent stuff. Even if three people have to pitch in for a $300 telescope, it's better than getting a $100 scope that is just going to be okay for the moon, and then that's it. It's just maybe it's going to be very wobbly. It's imagine if it's if I were talking and my tripod was shaking like that, how the hell are you supposed to that wouldn't be very good. Same with the telescope, and the more you magnify it, the more it amplifies the vibrations and shakes. So again, if you really have to and you want to buy somebody a gift, and not many people buy $300, $400, $500 Christmas gifts. Most people don't have that kind of money. So if you have $75 to $100 your range and you're planning on doing this, get together with another 1 to 2 other people, get your money together and buy one decent quality scope. Anyway, cheers. These ones here are just way too small. They're like almost toy telescopes. The tripod's going to be so shaky, so much vibrations. These are not even worth getting, guys. Forget these at all costs. This little guy here looks like a good deal. They have some that are okay, but not this guy. This guy's really cheaply made, spherical mirror, really bad eyepiece. Skip this one. There are slightly bigger ones, different models that are okay, but not this one. Okay, these ones are better quality telescopes. So the telescopes itself is pretty good, or at least decent to start with. However, the tripods are better. They're steel tripod, not those flimsy little photo tripods. But the problem is they're still gonna have issues when it just has a pan handle, and when you find the object and then you tighten it, it's gonna bounce or it's gonna move. You're not gonna be able to track it in any way, shape or form. So the tripod's okay, the telescope is okay. It's the mount that is, again, it's just a better version tripod head. It's not good enough for astronomy. Maybe if you're just looking at a bird watching in a tree, just that basic stuff at low power, that's about it. So again, that's the problem with these ones. So if you really have to, you could buy that package, but you're gonna have to upgrade the mount tripod later on, or maybe at least keep the tripod, do the mount. I'll put a little picture of what you could maybe do that can make it have slow motion controls. Try this, it might be okay. Okay, if your package comes with one of these three mounts, like the EQ1, EQ2, or the AZ3 with your starter telescope, much, much better than the photo tripod ones, than the second version that has the better version tripod ones that I just was before. But these three would be much better all around. Okay, this one is an okay mount. However, the telescope is just too small. It's a 76 millimeter reflector. So I can tell it's a long version, so it has a spherical mirror. Just the telescope itself is not good. Mount and tripod's fine. The telescope's not good. So pass this one as well. Okay, the problem with these two here are they're the Burge-Jones design telescope. So what it means is they're putting like a Barlow inside the focuser to amplify the focal ratio to double. So I believe they're 1,000 millimeter focal length. So really, they're the size of a 500 millimeter focal length, and they're making it 1,000. So they also have the not as good quality spherical mirror. So they're trying to boost the mirror by putting that amplifier. Anyway, the Celestron version is a little bit worse, and the reason is because it's on an EQ1. Now, if you look back last year when I talk about what's a good starting telescope, and that was closer to the Christmas time as well, one of my first videos, I talk about that where that Celestron was back then last year 179 Canadian on Amazon type of thing, and I think this year it's like $240, maybe even a little bit more. So the price went up now, but it's still on the EQ1, which is a little too light for a 5-inch reflector. The eyepieces are really bad. The finder is a 5x24 finder scope, which is garbage. The Meade one is still the same design. The Burge-Jones has the amplifier or the Barlow in the focuser, so it's trying to achieve you a high magnification or high focal length ratio, but it's really, again, it's on a better mount, EQ2, instead of the EQ1. So the Meade version is a bit better. So if that's all your budget allows, that at least is better than everything we've seen so far. You will see a lot of stuff in the 5-inch reflector. The Meade version's giving you a slightly better mount in the EQ2 versus the EQ1. I think that comes with that red dot finder, which is again much better. Again, eyepieces are one step up. Not a huge difference, but at least a smidgen better. But the images are going to be soft. They're not going to be as crystal clear. They're going to be a little bit more fuzzier. So that is the problem with these two designs. But if you have to pick, something, and this is the limit of your price range. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop the video there because it's becoming way too long, and I want you guys to get the correct information. The next week's video is going to be the OK Decent tabletop version, and then my top picks of the starter entry-level telescopes and what you should buy. So again, this video was mostly what not to buy, and then some of the OK ones starting to get decent. Okay, and I will see you guys on the next video. JoeJaguar out. Like, comment, and subscribe.